The thing about the Serenity loom that makes it very difficult is the wrapping process, and we can't get our fingers between the actual pegs, so we have to come up with an alternative. In this case, this is a really strong plastic like straw. It was Valentine's when I got this, and I saw that these straws were on the end of chocolate. So I bought it for 99 cents or 50 cents or whatever, and I've taken it and I've taken the plastic off of that chocolate, and now I'm left with like a straw configuration. Now it's very difficult to actually get the string to go through this particular straw. What I just did is I grabbed some hemp cord and I cut it about 2 feet long, and we're just going to put the ends together like so. We're going to feed it through, and the reason for the hemp cord is that it's nice and strong. It won't actually flex or change its mind or where it wants to go. It'll be pushed all the way through. So now that we got it all the way through, we're going to put our string that we want to start wrapping in that loop of the hemp cord at the bottom. Pulling it through, and now what we can just do is pull the hemp cord through, and you're pulling through your material all the way, and therefore it's a really quick fix. And now we're just going to pull the straggler. So now you have your styler tool in order to get in between all of the pegs. The misconception about the Serenity loom is that the pegs are actually opposite to each other. If I put down my plastic here, watch what happens. If you go across from each other, you'll see that they're actually not directly across. So therefore this loom can only be used on one side or the other. So in actual fact, this Serenity loom that looks actually pretty tiny can actually produce a 10-foot wide blanket. And what we're going to just do is that we're going to work our way down the one side, come all the way back. It's a continuous circle, and if you want to come all the way back, you'll have a 10-foot wide. If not, take your measuring tape and just measure how long you want it by following along the pegs and adding probably an extra few pegs for shrinkage. And by meaning extra few pegs, I would probably add 10 or 12 extra pegs for shrinkage at the end. To start your Serenity loom, you'll just create a tie, just like so. And it doesn't have to be anything serious, it's just a tie. And this is called the anchor that's on the side. And what we're just going to do is just tie it down. And now pulling the string back behind, so it's pulling back up into the thing, we have to decide which way we're going to go first. And what we're going to be doing is that we need to think about where this material is growing. And the material is growing on the interior, in between the two pegs and following through, not on the outside. So when we go to wrap this bad boy, we need to be mindful that where it's growing is on the inside. So where the pegs are going to be attached together by the string is that it should be on the inside. So coming up in, we're just going to go around it and come back through. So around, back through, around, back through. You also want to make the straw nice and lengthy, because if your straw is too short, it's a waste of time to come back and move these pegs all the way back, or move the string all the way back down to the bottom ends of the pegs. So it's better to, when you're wrapping, to go about halfway down. And so you just continue to wrap. When casting on at this point, or any time using this loom, you don't want extra friction. So if you have to help the string come through the top of the straw, please do so, because you'll thank yourself later. And again, where they're attaching together should be on the interior of the actual, in the gap, not on the exterior. We're going to create, by just going only half of this loom, the blanket will be about 5 feet, and we'll stop there and we'll come back the other way and we'll show you how to continue along. This particular blanket making is very, very simple, and it's actually a lot of fun once you get the hang of it and once you understand it. The challenge to this particular Serenity loom is actually the angle in which to attack the pegs. The pegs can be very hard to get to in certain areas of the loom because of the S shape. So what we're going to do is you have to figure out what a routine for you, how to go about it, where to access the pegs. And again, I think that becomes something over time that you will begin to learn. Now make sure you are wrapping about halfway down these pegs. It's going to make such a huge time savings for you if you do that right up front. So we're going to stop right at the anchor point on this side, and now we're just going to come back and go back opposite. So we're just going to come back around And again, making sure that they attach in between the actual pegs. And so we're just going to feed it again, going in the opposite direction. You will find yourself getting into a major routine with this, and how you access it will be basically your challenge. But once you get it, you'll get it. So at the very end, we're going to stop, and we're just going to lean it over top, and now you're going to grab your hook, and we're going to access it from the other side. All the pegs have a gap, like a groove. So that's the side that you're going to access on. You grab the bottom and you push it over. And when you do that, it actually makes it looser. So make sure you grab it in sequence, so one right after the other. You'll be thanking yourself later, because if you don't do that, it's very difficult just to grab it at random. So work yourself down the line and back. Okay, at the end of it, what you'll need to do now is push down. So just going back through your line, you can also get in a routine of doing it as you go. Again, it's just a matter of what you get comfortable doing. And you're going to want to move them about halfway down. And now you can start grabbing again, just rewrapping. So this Serenity loom is very, very simple concept. And again, the length, the width of it, it's up to you. And good luck and enjoy.